Named Talk Radio, and I'm sitting in the studio with one of the baddest women in show business and one of the baddest men in show business. I want to first give honor what honor is due. I want to thank Terrell Buckner, the owner of Lipstick, for helping us out and bringing in this great woman today. Terrell, say hi.
Hello.
Thank you once again.
The microphone is right here, baby. Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you, T. Thank you, T.
Okay.
We want to thank you, Terrell.
We just want to say hello to some of our fans out there. Micah Anderson, we miss you, honey.
Get well, Mike. Woo!
TS is in the studio. He's one of your big fans.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, we want to say hi to Terry Lumpkin. Get well, Terry.
We visiting the sick and shut in right now.
Hey, these are fans. Keena McGee all the way in Chicago. Faye Wilson in Atlanta, Georgia. We just want to say hi to all our fans out there, and to my mom. She's listening to the radio. Mama,
hey, Mama.
We're gonna try not to. We're gonna keep this clean for you.
We ain't saying no bad words today. I promise.
Hey man, loose hair, T man, loose hair.
Because our mission is to educate, empower, and enrich the audience.
Absolutely. So we have a beautiful lady sitting beside me, and she has hair and tatas everywhere.
I'm more than a lady.
Right.
I'm the option D, all of the above.
What's a D?
D, all of the above.
I like it.
That's it.
Well, we have the real T. Madison in the house live on the Unleashed Voice. Give it up for T. Madison.
Now, I know y'all get all boggled up in the way. It's Madison.
Madison.
You know, the TS stands for too much stuff.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Well, that's what I make it stand for, honey. Too much stuff. Too much stuff.
Hey, call your friends and tell them to tune in to AM 990. We live up here in the studio.
That's it.
You also can go to the website, www.relationshipunleashed. Live stream in and check out this beautiful queen in here.
Yes.
So, who is the real Madison?
The real T.S. Madison is an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a business lady.
Okay.
I turn everything into business.
That's good.
You know, I've learned to turn everything in life, lemons into lemonade.
Okay.
Like I'm a walking testimony of lemons to lemonade. Really, I am.
Well, give me one testimony.
Well, I used to. I've done everything. I've done every job known to man. Well, honey.
Okay.
Well, I've worked in all fields of work, and unfortunately, I had the I've experienced the secular life, and I've worked the streets, I've worked the internet, I've worked these things, and I was also thrown into the adult entertainment industry, like most African American trans women are at a time point in their life. I was thrown into that industry, and I'm at this moment now, I'm in transition yet again, from transitioning from the adult entertainment world into mainstream, and I'm finding out each day, each week, each moment, each person that I meet, I'm finding out that I'm somewhat of a philanthropist. I'm finding this out, and I'm finding out that I touch more lives by me just living my life and living my truth each and every day. Every time I meet somebody, they're like, Madison, you've inspired me to do this, or you, and it's becoming so surreal to me, like, y'all have no idea.
Oh, yes, we do.
Isn't it something? It is something. That same God now. That same God who had. I call God a woman most of the time because women are some of the strongest creatures on this earth.
God is all.
Absolutely, but isn't it something that same hand that was on you when you were going through your infirmities and affliction is that same hand that pulls you up to lift you up when you depend on totally on that God?
Well, it actually was the same hand that put me there.
Absolutely.
Because what I've I've come to find out that your life is not your own.
Absolutely.
Oh,
If you're gonna be like, if you're supposed to be in the form of Christ or Christ's life, Christ's life wasn't his own; it was ours.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. I'm gonna go deep.
Okay.
You ready?
Wait a minute now.
No.
Let me get ready.
No
get
pun
ready.
intended.
Get ready. Get ready.
No pun intended. So, is it safe to say that you found your purpose?
Yes.
Isn't it wonderful?
I have found my purpose, and it's I get emotional with it at times because I'm like, I meet so many people. I meet thousands of people, and they come and they just hug me and they say, Madison, you said something, you did something that helped me not to take my own life.
Well, I have to prepare you that you said something before. You said your life is not your own. And when you find your purpose, because I've found mine also, people are gonna just be drawn to you. It's gonna be a magnetic draw, and it's nothing that you can do about it because now you're awake. You had an awakening experience. Downstairs, you told us that you were always transitioning.
Always.
And just go back and recap it because I thought that was very, very.
Well, I started my transition from male to female at 17 years old. I started around that time, and then I transitioned from male. I'm still in transition, to be honest with you, but I started transitioning from male to female, and then my mind started to transition from male to everything, honey, because I think like you, and everybody.
Right.
But I also started transitioning in work and transitioning in my body. And just like every year, I would learn something from the year before. Every day, I would learn something like, oh my God, Madison, see, people think that only transsexuals transition. Human beings transition. The mind is in a constant transition state all the time. So for those people out there that don't think that they're trans, you're a trans too, baby. You are a trans too, And the nice people that were here on the show right before me, they were talking about God. And when you're in this lifestyle or this excuse me, let me stop saying lifestyle.
Thank you.
I had to stop myself.
Excuse me. Let me stop saying lifestyle. When you're growing up and you're taught that this is a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
You are taught that God does not love. He does not like you. He's angry with you. He hates you. He wants the worst for you. When the book is a written contradiction. The book states that we're 6,000 years old. Well, there's scientific proof that, honey, the earth is over 4 billion years old. So I have a lot of questions about the book. I'm not about the book. I'm about the relationship.
Absolutely.
And God is in my heart. He's in my heart. So I know little passages and stuff from the Bible because my mom raised me up and that stuff. But my relationship is with the Creator. When I fall down on my knees in that private place, I'm always answered. From reading the book states to me that He doesn't listen to sinners. That's what it says.
But the book also says a whole lot. Outside of that,
He said it does.
Yeah.
It says a lot. So you can't live your life based around the book. You have to live your life based around the relationship that you have with the one. Whomever the one is to you, you have to have that close relationship with him or her or whatever. And it will give you the understanding that you need. Like nobody on this earth, nobody in this room can make me feel like you're crazy or you're doing wrong. They can't make me feel that way. If it was meant for me to be dead, he'd take me away.
It's called being free.
Yes.
In our relationship Unleashed, we have this slogan that says, I am unleashed. I'm free to love. I'm free to be me. And I'm free from judgment. So you're free. You're just free. He's finally free.
You free, baby.
Baby, don't speak for me.
He finally came out the closet.
But hold on. Let me go back. I'm going to come back to that. But isn't this something that God never wastes our suffering? Isn't that something?
Yes. And everything that I went through, it wasn't for me. It was for somebody else. It was for me. It was for me to come out of that and let someone else know that there's a point you can be free from it. You can.
Isn't that something? Yeah. It's a beautiful feeling to discover you and embrace you, because many times we are afraid to tell people who we really are.
Right.
Because people can't handle the real you.
I'm gonna put it in perspective. Now you the witness.
Right.
And you're telling and you're witnessing, and people are learning through you what they can be and become.
Yeah, and
so you're a living testimony.
And it feels, it's just sometimes it's so surreal. Like when the people that come and they hug me, like I get so many people to embrace me, and I can feel their energies on me, and it's genuine. Like every appearance, every club, even if I'm at the grocery store, somebody will run up and hug me, and they'll say something like, when they tell me stuff like, Madison, you've helped me not to want to take my own life. Life is a beautiful gift.
It is beautiful.
It's a beautiful gift. And we can't let the things that are going on around us make us want to just leave here because we don't know what's up the road. Like, if I would have killed myself or did harm to myself long time in the beginning, I wouldn't be here to help somebody else.
And it's ironic that because also we have this conversation with Terrell all the time. Terrell is blessing the city, and he doesn't see how he's blessing us because if Terrell wasn't here, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
So Terrell's opened up the door for a lot of younger people, older generations, to see people who we would never see, who are on television and mainstream media. So he's doing a great deed because, you know, we can't afford to do what he's doing.
Right.
And the club is a safe haven. I used to go to the club all the time back in my heyday.
I can tell.
Loose here. But the club was my safe haven because, like Beth said, I couldn't go to church. The church didn't love it. They pushed me away. My family, who I thought was going to stick with me, they stuck it to me. They pushed me away.
How hard?
Real hard. So I had nowhere to go but the club. The club was my church.
Well, and I think that's at times that can be, it can be good and it can also be bad. Because gay and trans people are raised by gay or trans people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we end up being gay and trans instead of and that's all our mentality revolves around. We don't really understand that there's a world outside of that, you know, but the world pushes us into that, you know, sometimes. And I personally think that, you know, what Terrell is doing and what I'm doing and what you guys are doing on radio, I think this is a great thing because it helps us intermingle with each other.
Absolutely.
And it helps show that we're breaking down barriers and walls by introducing people to things that they wouldn't even think or they wouldn't even fathom it's possible. Like, a lot of people I don't want to be around gay people. I don't want to be around trans people because it's going to make me gay or trans. And that's not the case.
No.
It's not the case.
No.
You know, and I'm just happy to be a part of a great movement of what's going on now. Now, before we move on,
okay,
I'd like to extend a special thank you to Terrell. Thank you so much for bringing me here. I didn't know I was so loved like this here in Memphis. Thank you so much. Thank you. And what we have to do is we have to do things for Terrell and for people like Terrell that are doing these things that are bridging the gaps in between the community, because sometimes the weight is heavy on his back.
It is, yeah.
And people don't understand like that. These people want to give up at times.
Absolutely.
Like, and want to stop doing for the community, but we have to encourage them with just saying a kind word like, thank you. I was going through a period of time when I wanted to be tested for this or whatever, or something was wrong with me. You took me to the doctor. You opened up a safe haven for me when my family didn't. And we have to thank these people all the time for that. We have to do that.
In the Buddhist tradition, they believe that suffering is a cleansing and a purifying method that we all have to go through in life sometime.
Yeah, I believe that.
And all that pain and the negative energy that Terrell got back in the day and whatever, it produces hope. Because we all live by hope.
Nomia Haringa Kill.
So it produces character. So and perseverance. So Terrell's gonna be all right. And I talk to him all the time, and we're trying to bring him over to the church to embrace him, to show him 100% love, not half of love.
Lay hands on him.
Absolutely. And I love Terrell from the bottom of my heart. I reach out to him all the time. He's my friend. And I thank him very, very, very much. And his heart is pure. Yes. And his spirit is right.
But I think the community here should do something for him.
I agree. We honored him last year in our church. We gave him a great award for all the service that he did. 20 years in the black community for establishing Memphis Black Pride. And that's major.
It is very major.
Absolutely.
Very much so.
But, you know, to go back a little bit what you said as far as what we're doing, Terrell is trailblazing right now.
Yes.
Because from what I hear, his club is not a gay club. It's frequented by the heterosexual. Everybody goes to Lipstick.
Yes.
Because it's a really nice establishment. It's a 5-star establishment, and he's like rocking Memphis right now,
bridging the gap.
And I can see that coming in the months coming up, when the things that he says he's going to do come to pass. People are going to be standing out with their mouth open trying to figure out how did he do what he did, and the quality and the caliber, thank you, of entertainers coming in. Not yet.
That's that communion.
Beer from the Catholic Interfaith Group of Bethlehem.
The entertainers. coming in. He's gonna do it. I mean, you and
he should just be encouraged. Always, he should always be
I
encouraged.
agree.
If he answer his telephone.
You can't get that man off the phone. You can't get all the men off the phone.